Hi everyone, decided to start a little early. Wow, what a storm that we're dealing with. You'll have to excuse me, I'm fresh-faced doing this Facebook Live, but I wanted to make sure I gave you this update. So we have ice going on in the Northwest Hills where, let me lower this. Let me lower my phone. We have ice going on in the Northwest Hills where there have been power outages, and then we have cold rain mixing in with sleet for the rest of the state. And now we have these thunderstorms that are coming through. Now, part of the reason that they've been so loud, it's kind of a complicated explanation, but in the winter months, the way the atmosphere is set up, these sound waves can kind of bounce along a lot easier, and you can actually hear them from farther away. So this is the thunderstorm that made quite a racket, I know, moving over the station here in the Hartford area. I want to zoom in right now and show you where it's located. It is in Tolland County at the moment, and it's moving in through it'll be approaching Stafford, Union, and Ashford here as we head throughout the next 5 to 15 minutes or so. I don't think we're going to see much more in the way of additional big thunderstorms as we move through the remainder of the evening. There could be a leftover rumble of thunder, but that's it. Also, what you were getting while this was passing through your neighborhood was actually hail and not sleet. So there's a difference in the way that they form, but pretty wild stuff there indeed. Let's see. Southington is bad. Allison is saying there are accidents everywhere. I have video of the lightning and thunder. Where should I send it? Diane, can you send it to share61@fox61.com? Ice in Hartford right now. Thank you, Robert. It was really loud in Enfield. That's from Michelle Lynn. I felt it. That's from Gemini. Sleeting and thundering here in Enfield. Yeah, it could actually be sleeting almost anywhere in the northern half of the state right now. When it comes down heavy enough, it can flip over to sleet, and when it gets lighter, it goes back over to rain. The areas that we're most concerned with at this point for freezing rain, I'm going to bop over here and just read. We've got Winstead, Litchfield, Goshen, Colebrook. I'm basically reading off Eversource's power outage list, which is not very impressive. It only has 2,000 power outages for the state, but most of them are in far northwestern Connecticut. Heading through the evening tonight, areas in the hills may be more likely to go over to sleet and snow than freezing rain, so that might actually help the situation in terms of maybe not additional power outages. That being said, there's still a lot of ice kind of clinging to trees in these locations, and that can tend to have a cumulative effect, so even if there isn't additional ice, things can just get weighed down, and also we have gusty winds out there tonight, so that could result in more outages just by sitting there. Let's see. Waterbury got hit hard. I want snow, that's from Neil Perrin. Bristol was crazy with thunderstorms, that's from Steven. Winter thunder, that was fun, that's from Dave. Wild hail in Norfolk earlier. Yeah, thunder and lightning in Tolland, that's from Carlene, turning to ice now. Hail in South Windsor, that's from Diana. My daughter was hiding in the closet, Sarah, I know, and it's scary. You're like, what is that? That can't be thunder because it's, winter, and it is. Fatima saying, yes, in Watertown, my dog was very scared. In Danbury, the thunder shook my entire house. That's from Jason. Pablo's in Torrington. He's saying it looks like snow. Oh my gosh, I have to drive to work in Windsor. That's from Yolanda. Good evening to you, Ryan. Loretta saying my husband got sent to Maine. Line cruise from UI. My audio is crackling and skipping. Nothing I can do about that. You're here stuck with me now. Tara saying hail and thunder in Southington. Thunder and lightning and sleet in Prospect, that's from Dawn. The overall idea is that, again, I don't think we're going to see a lot of additional thunderstorm activity tonight. I mean, there might be a leftover rumble of thunder here, but we'll continue to see a cold rain and sleet for most of the state, with the exception of northern Connecticut, where it could flip over to snow for a while here. And again, I think that will make roads slippery, but hopefully that helps prevent any additional ice accretion on those trees and power lines. Thunder and lightning and freezing rain from Lydia. Oh my. I mean, it's like we've got everything. I said earlier, I sent out a message on Twitter and Facebook. I said, wow, 2019 going out with a bang, because this thunderstorm was really, really loud. My girlfriend's parents are driving in this. I hope they are safe. It's certainly drivable. You just have to take it really, really slow. And we're also hearing, as soon as you cross over the border from Connecticut into neighboring Massachusetts, that the roads definitely head downhill, where there has been even more of a freezing rain component, especially in the Berkshires. If this was snow, it would have been thunder snow. Well, I think at the time that one of the thunderstorms passed through Litchfield County, it was actually snowing. Okay, so what's the difference between hail and sleet? This is a question from Diana Rose. So sleet is what forms when you get a warm layer of air. So you have a raindrop that then falls into a cold layer of air, and that cold layer of air has to be deep enough for that raindrop to refreeze into sleet or an ice pellet. Hail happens when you have below freezing temperatures above your head. And because a thunderstorm has an updraft, it carries that raindrop into an area where temperatures are below freezing. And each time that hailstone falls back down and gets carried up by the updraft, it gets another layer and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. That's why the storms with the biggest updrafts end up having the biggest hail. So they're really both ice, but they're formed in different ways, and you can actually see the difference when you're looking at them as well. I can't believe 2019 is over. I know, and everybody's sick, right? You have to excuse me. I'm just getting over the flu myself. My whole family had it. Everybody was scheduled to get the flu shot today. Today. But I think we got the natural version. All right, let's zoom back in and show you guys where this is located again. Actually, I'm going to switch over. Let me see if I can. Oh, it won't let me. All right, Ellington, Tolland, Willington, Storrs, and Mansfield. You are in the path of this thunderstorm, or you're getting the thunderstorm right now. It's heading to you if you're in Eastford, Stafford, Union, and Somers. This is flying at about 45 to 50 miles per hour. If we widen out the picture here, excuse me, I need to take some cough drops before the show tonight. Widen out and show you kind of the bigger picture here. You'll see we're kind of on the back edge of that steadier precipitation. Things are going to be winding down here as we head through the overnight, which is good news. All right, I'm going to go quick, and then I'm going to go rest my voice. But here we are at 8:30. Again, notice we're still seeing a mixture of rain, sleet, maybe even some snow in the hills. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. And then as we head towards daybreak tomorrow, things are really starting to wind down. Temperatures below freezing, northwest, northeast hills, above freezing everywhere else. I'm sorry, and it's windy too on top of it. All right, I will see you guys later. I need to go before I scare you guys away. And I'll check back in a little bit. Have a good one.